What is up, everybody? It's your boy Versity here today, and we're gonna talk about this Final Fantasy Pixel Remaster collection. Apparently, some Xbox fans are pissed off that this game is skipping Xbox platforms for this remaster collection of these older Final Fantasy games. Because they're putting this remaster collection on every platform pretty much. Well, this is Final Fantasy 1 through 6 Pixel Remaster for the 35th anniversary. This is a pretty pricey one. This is a pretty pricey game as well too. Like this is $75. So, I'm not a fan of this. Especially that price point. 75 bucks, and also it's a little like on every store available. It's on Steam, Apple Store, Google Store, Amazon App Store. So, I didn't know Amazon even sold video games on an app store. I thought they just sold digital books, and digital music, but apparently they sell video games as well. So this is literally on every platform but Xbox. So I don't know. Is this a message that Square Enix is sending to Xbox in general or Microsoft? Because I know they're taking Sony's money for the big games, but you talking about these indie games as well? They paid to keep this. It's just weird. It's a weird, bizarre thing. Like just live on every platform under the sun. Because once again, Amazon, like you said, Amazon Fire tablets. You can buy this on Amazon Fire tablet, but you can't buy it on Xbox. That's just such a bizarre reality we live in right now. With Square Enix is just not putting their games on Xbox for whatever reason. Like I know for the bigger games, like Final Fantasy VII Remake and the sequels that game is getting, also for Final Fantasy 16, Sony paid them to keep those games off the platform. But for this smaller game like this, it's like, does Sony really pay them to keep this off, or they just not doing it because they got an issue with Microsoft or something? Who knows? Who knows what is going on behind the scenes with these studios and the publishers? But yeah, I mean, am I honestly upset about this news? Not really. It's like, if I really want to play these games, I have a PlayStation. I have all these other platforms they named: PlayStation, Nintendo Switch, and from these other platforms as well they got on here that you can play it on. So if you really want to play this, you want to spend $75 for this game, you got options where you can play this game at. So it's not that big of a deal, in all honesty. It sucks, sure, but you got options if you really want to play this game. So, and also this kind of reminds me of the whole NES classic, NES slash SNES classic, where people are lining up outside of stores to buy these things for these classic NES games and looking at HD, and people they bought it and probably played the game, probably played the system for like an hour or maybe a day at most, and then put it in a closet. I think this kind of happens to this whole collection thing. People are hyped about these old Final Fantasy games being remastered, but I think they're gonna play it for like an hour or a day at most, and probably put it back on the shelf. So I think it's just a quick thing of nostalgia for some people, but at the end of the day, if I really wanted to play these games, I have a computer. I could have just hit up a ROM site or whatever to play these games. But, I would probably do that more than paying $75, to be honest. But, you know. But, let's see. Let's see what people are saying about this, because I think it's fake outrage. I mean, I'm annoyed with the bigger games skipping Xbox, to be honest. I don't really care about the smaller games like that, but the bigger games skipping Xbox, it's kind of an annoyance. But these smaller games, I don't really care about, to be honest. Great, let's just move on. Should I ignore all the stuff Xbox is doing poorly? Okay. Why are you accusing Square? Why are you pointing out Square Enix instead of Xbox as the villain here? Yeah, why is he blaming Xbox? Like, why is this Xbox's fault? We need the official comment from Microsoft about Xbox skip and move by Japanese publishers, including Square Enix. Many Xbox gamers want to know the obvious reasons for this. They want Xbox to make an official statement why these games keep skipping Xbox. It's like, what do you want Xbox to do? Keep giving them money? They don't want to put the game on Xbox. That's their priority. I don't know. Or does Sony pay for this to be not on Xbox? Who knows? It's like I said, like we truly don't know what's going on behind closed doors between these different companies. Maybe they secretly hate Microsoft. Who knows? I don't know. Unfortunately, that is so true. This needs to be fixed. Like at this point, who don't have multiple consoles? It's just like it's skipping one platform. If you really want to play, you got other platforms you can play this collection on. So, could it be that Xbox exclusion agreement from Sony? Let it go. Square doesn't make or break Xbox. That is so much facts. Like, let's just say Square Enix does have like murder beef with Xbox. At the end of the day, it's one publisher. Their games won't be on Xbox. At the end of the day, who really cares? It's like, if you really want to play their games, play on other platforms. I don't think Microsoft needs to make some official statement about why these games keep skipping Xbox. One reason I'm so bummed about it not being on Xbox and the way Square Enix is doing this, because I consider Final Fantasy VI to be one of the best games ever made. Okay. Like, you have options to play it on other platforms, but okay. Square has been giving Xbox the middle finger for a while now. I'm curious as to what happened, but we will never get an answer. Xbox just needs to come out and say we tried to work with Square, but it's clear this isn't going to happen, so we're signing a deal with Sega to ensure all the games come to Xbox first. We've done this because Sega produces better Japanese games than Square. Yeah, I just don't know what's up with Square Enix and Microsoft relationship right now. It's just weird. At the very least, they sell the Sega partnership, proving that Japanese games can find an audience on the Xbox. Yeah. Xbox should buy Square Enix. I'm pretty sure they can't just buy Square Enix because of the flack will hold the Activision Blizzard acquisition they're doing right now, and two, I think it's because of Japanese legal regulations that you can buy Japanese studios like that. So it's another reason why as well. I find it weird that Square always end up being the main focus of other companies don't also willingly avoid Xbox for their releases. What other companies? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think what other companies like actively avoid Xbox. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but the main one comes to mind is Square Enix. I can't think of major companies that avoid Xbox for their releases. I don't know. What are you talking about there? Square is mid-tier anyways. Yeah, if we're being honest, it's like I don't really care about Square Enix besides their like Final Fantasy, the big budget ones, or the Kingdom Hearts games. Other than those two, and occasionally a Dragon Quest game, I don't really care about Square Enix, to be honest. So it's like people are really upset about this, but I'm like, yeah, just another news day. I don't truly care about this, to be honest. There are other games I don't really care about. And they sold off the Tomb Raider license to another studio, so they're not even owned by Square Enix. So Square Enix doesn't really interest me beside a few titles. That's other than that, it's like I'm not gonna lose sleep about them skipping Xbox. I can do without Square Enix stuff. They don't make good games. A lot of their games have been either hit or misses. More of the misses lately. So something tells me Square is just trying to extort Microsoft instead of porting games. They want Microsoft to pay for the port. Could be the situation. They could be waiting for Microsoft to pay them to put their games on Game Pass or to give them a deal. So, a possibility right there. Playing this on my smart fridge right now, but not an Xbox. That is kind of wild that you can do that, if that's possible. I won't be buying or playing any Square Enix games. Simple, no matter the platform. I am done with them for quite some time now. Some people are seriously pissed about this. Like, this guy says he's not buying any more games for them. I'm not going that far. Like, I do got other platforms. So if I really want to play, like, I'm going to play Final Fantasy 16 when that releases. I'm playing on PlayStation. I was like, I'm not going to go that far when I'm boycotting them, but it is kind of annoying where these games keep skipping Xbox for whatever reason. Because you mean to tell me that Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3 didn't do well on Xbox at all? Like, come on now. But then again, Sony, there's a lot of factors into why they keep skipping Xbox. So like I said, once again, the big factor is Sony is paying these people to keep the games off Xbox. Which, I gave up on games like Final Fantasy and Dragon Quest. I'm just hoping for Kingdom Hearts 4 to come to Xbox. Yeah, hopefully that comes to Xbox, but I'm not getting my hopes up because I play Kingdom Hearts 3 on Xbox. Who knows, with this new way they're going, they might even put 4 on Xbox at this point. So I don't know. But yeah, that is the general consensus. People are really pissed off about this. Some people are saying they're boycotting, get to the point where they're just going to avoid Square Enix at all costs at this point. Then what is this nonsense? And this username and whole profile picture is real questionable. But this guy says, we can cultivate a user base into saying, "Oh, wait until it's on Game Pass." This isn't surprising, really. The whole narrative that nobody buys games on Xbox. It's just weird that these Sony guys keep repeating the same narrative. I guess they honestly believe that you keep saying something enough times, people believe it's gonna be a truth at a point. Because why do they keep saying this dumb crap? Like anytime a big major release comes on Xbox, a major multiplayer game, it sells extremely well without being on Game Pass. Like it's like one of the top selling games of that time. Like for example, the most recent games, Resident Evil 4 Remake is doing well on Xbox. Hogwarts Legacy is did well on Xbox when it released. Why do they think a big major game that people are really excited for won't do well on Xbox? That's just dumb. Like, of course, the PlayStation is going to sell more because it has more users, but the Xbox is going to do well for its user base. So once again, that narrative is so dumb. I just wish it end, but it just won't. The whole people just don't buy games narrative is never going to end. I don't know what they need to do, but it's just really annoying at this point. Remember when Square made exclusive games for Xbox and then Microsoft never advertised them so they flopped? I do. What does that have to do with the Final Fantasy games? Okay, what does that got to do with the current conversation? Are JRPGs ever in the top selling or top trending games on Xbox? No, they aren't. Maybe the community bought more JRPGs in big enough numbers. It could change things. Once again, a different way of phrasing it, but the same narrative that people just don't buy games on Xbox. When it's like, really? Are you telling me if Final Fantasy VII Remake came to Xbox, people wouldn't buy that in droves? Okay. The mainline Final Fantasy Remake, not the hand-me-down Crisis Core that we got. Nobody cares about that one. I don't care about that one. Xbox players don't buy JRPGs as fanboy drivel, but there's also a bit of self-fulfilling prophecy to it thanks to Square Enix. You think I'm buying some game called Deal for the Chronicles when you won't give me Final Fantasy, get wrecked. Yeah. They want you to buy the super niche ones for whatever reason. Yeah, the niche ones that people barely buy on PlayStation, they're going to do miraculously do amazingly well on Xbox, apparently. It's like, really, you bring the big games over to Xbox, they're going to do well, just like they're doing well on PlayStation. It's not a hard formula to figure out here, people. No trolling. I thought like 3 years ago, there were people saying you could emulate everyone's games on other platforms. I mean, you technically can, but who wants? I'm not trying to do that because you can technically play these old games on Xbox by emulating stuff, but I don't care about doing that. Square Enix is a trash publisher. Honestly, I find Square's petty hatred for the Xbox absolutely hilarious. They definitely got some type of issue with Xbox, or they're just waiting out to get a extra check or something from Xbox. I don't know. It's definitely a weird situation. The fact that you can play this on an Amazon Fire tablet and not an Xbox is, what are we doing here? But then again, it's like Square Enix is like really the pinnacle of gaming right now. They're to the point where they're selling you trading cards with NFTs in it. Like Square Enix has fallen a long way at this point. So it's like, for missing out on some of their games, it's like, are you really losing that much? It's like you got Starfield coming out, you got Bethesda games coming out. You got so many games coming out this year. So I don't know. People can be mad about this, but I don't really care at the end of the day. Like if you're willing to play this game, you're willing to play this collection, you got other platforms. Every other platform under the sun you can play it on. So it's like, you know what you gotta do if you don't play it. So those are just my thoughts, but I want to see your thoughts down below in the comment section. Leave a like if you like this video, and as always, thanks for watching and peace.